Alright, YouTube. What's up, you guys? We're back. Been working a bunch today, and I've got a bunch of new students coming in, and still room for a bunch of new students before I go out on the road. I'm not back out on the road until mid-February. Not mid, like the 13th or something. So, figured I'd come on here, play some guitar, hang out with you guys, do the not the TikTok, the YouTube thing. I can't dual stream anymore from this platform that I got, because apparently to use a third-party platform to stream on TikTok live, you need to be doing at least 50% gaming content. So, this does not qualify for that. Anyways, what's up, everybody? We got some people in here. This is for the people watching afterwards. Hope you guys have had a good New Year. Happy New Year. Should we change the title? I should have made the title like Happy New Year. I haven't played the Silver Sky in a minute. I got a couple guitars sitting behind me. You can kind of see them there. I tend to start these lives and just bring a few things over and off the wall down into this. I have not played any guitar today, and I just wanted to play, hang out with you guys. That's what I like doing here. So let me get tuned up a little bit. Let's see. All right, I think we're ready to make some noise. Man, this guitar, these pickups sound so good. What's up, Doctor? Don't know how to say it, but what's up, you guys? This guitar sounds good through here, doesn't it? Alright, let's change it. What's up, you guys? Oh no, we got it already. Oh, okay. Well, you know, maybe we go back to just doing the horizontal ones. Ha! Everybody coming in here asking for stuff that I don't know how to play already. Man, I don't know Canon rock. Check this out. This is an SE Silver Sky. I got the truss rod cover off, but it's the cheaper model. And I got some Stratton Audio pickups in it. All three of them are changed, even though this one's just black. And dude, I think this is freaking... Bunch of people in here. Bunch of people in here. All right, let's see. Hey, what guitars are you guys playing on at home? I'm in here. I'm trying to look at both the chat over here and you guys here. Maybe I should have just done it right here where I'm just looking here at it. Hey, thanks for subscribing, you guys. I appreciate that, everybody. Fearless Flyers. I don't know off the top of my head, actually, any Fearless Flyers. I feel like their stuff is like a... What would be a good key? What's up, you guys? Alright, having some fun. Dude, I haven't played any guitar today. I've been sitting, staring at a computer screen. It's good to hop on here with you guys, though. It's been a minute. It's good to see everybody. Let's see. Alright, we got a bunch more, dig some Mare on this? Yeah, I'll absolutely play some Mare. That request I can do. How are you guys doing? Hey, what guitars are you guys playing on at home? We got some new people, some people I haven't seen before here in the chat. Smells like Teen Spirit. He's going. I think that's about all we need from that one, huh? Hey, I'm new. You sound good. Hey, thanks. Ulysses Wood? What's up, Underdog? Hey, I'm reading the chat over here, you guys, but I am here with you. Let's see. Let It Sing, Ripple. Thanks, man. Thanks for the subs, couple of you guys. I appreciate that. Thanks for the subs, everybody. Favorite song to play? I don't know. I don't think I have a single favorite song. It just depends. Different stuff sounds different, feels different, you know? I don't know. It's a terrible response to your question, and I apologize for that, but... This is where you turn on a little bit more of that. see. I don't know any Green Day. I'm sorry I don't know any Green Day. Hey, my day's going good, man. Day's going good. Tuber solid state. This is a tube amp. I'm playing through this HDRX 20 right now. This one up here. Little 20-watt head. I've got an ODR 1 on with it. I really love that on the single coils. It beefs it up just a little all kinds of people in here asking for all kinds of stuff. We've got a crowd of people that I don't normally see in here, which is great. But I also totally don't know a bunch of this stuff, you guys. Hey, Rob, finally powered through the bridge section on Polyphia Crush. Hey, good for you, dude. I don't know the song, but I guarantee that's not easy. I know that much, right? I don't have any personal albums under timavenmusic. You can look up my band, Landco. Landco, we got a bunch of music out. You just type in Landco to anything. It'll pop up. Just type it into the internet. You'll find us. Don't know any Bob Marley. Gosh, you guys are making it hard. Day's going good. So when I said, what do you guys plan on? What do you like? I meant guitars. What guitars are y'all playing on at home? Rock on, blues, what's up? How many years have I been playing for you? Listen, so Christmas every year I tick it up one, so we're at 17 years now. 17 years. 3 more years we'll be at 20 years of playing. Just crazy, honestly. I appreciate that though, Ulysses. I don't know Autumn Leaves. I could throw an Autumn Leaves backing track. I think it's a lot of, what genre do I play? Josiah asked, I don't know, kind of country. The band is like kind of country-esque. Folk, country, rock, Americana. But my own stuff, blues, funk, soul stuff, just like stuff that you're like, yeah, that type of thing, you know? Alright, you guys, let me get back to these comments. Here we go. Now we got some good comments. Here's some long form comments on here. how bad is it if you leave your guitar plugged in? Doesn't matter at all. The only way that could be bad is that you might accidentally trip over this cable. And if you trip somehow really hard and break it off inside the input jack, that would be bad. Otherwise, it does nothing to the guitar. You leave it plugged in forever. I don't think it matters at all. Ibanez. Okay, here we go. Right on AS73. Okay, multiple Ibanez's. Region impersonates Schecter Avenger with exotic Zyquote. Top. Love the wood finish. It's so smooth. Heck yeah. Sounds awesome, dude. I don't own any of those brands of guitars, but I think that's awesome, man. I can play piano very well. Awesome. Awesome. Want to learn how to play guitar, though? Hey, it's great. It's just like piano. It just takes some practice. Better shape overall, but the Ibanez do have a baseball bat shape where there's a slot taper on the higher fret. Interesting. I've got a couple compound rated stuff, but nothing like that. You know, I mean, this guitar, this actually is probably the thickest neck guitar I have. It's not, I wouldn't call it baseball bat, but it's thick if you're not used to a thick thing. I was working on that lick the other day. Check this out, though. It's a great little blues lick, right? If you're coming up in here. Let me move this camera so y'all can see what I'm doing. Right? If I've got that. Right? I'm thinking G minor right there. And a lot of times you hit that. Right? But this little note you're bending up to, you come up to that second position, so we got that first position, then we go. Now I'm up in that second little box. Right? But just go on. I mean, just start with that. It's all over there. Anyways, I like having some fun with that. Okay. Gary Moore. You know what? Someone had me. I've always known who Gary Moore is, but I didn't spend that much time really ever listening to him. And on a stream, I don't know, a few weeks ago, someone had me look up. What's the song? Is it Crying Something? We were playing along with something, and it was just, it made me be like, dude, I need to listen to some more Gary Moore. How did I not? I knew about him, but I didn't like take the deep dive, you know? Hello from Russia. Hello. Hope you're doing well over there. I bet it's cold. Bro, tips for beginner? Well, what do you feel like you're struggling with? I'll give you a curated tip. Bet if lightning strikes while the guitar is plugged in. Bell bottom blue, heck yeah. Thank you, Gabriella. I appreciate that. The act is beautiful. Hey, thanks, you guys. This is that cheaper PRS. I love playing this on here because it's not as expensive as a core one, and they sound really good, man. It's good. The middle pickup's often overlooked. But man, it's got a good... just like that. What's up, you guys? Bonjour. Hello. Hello. Which amp? Hey, good question. Oh, I moved it out of the camera angle a little bit, didn't I? Right here. This little PRS HDRX20, this top one. Playing out of this right here. Little 20-watt amp. Into a 1x12. It's a Sur cabinet. I think they're Celestian V-type. Good sound. Hey, thanks from Russia. I have no idea how to say your name. It literally looks like foreign language to me, because it is. But, thank you. How many guitars do I have? Good question. So electric, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrics. I got 1 acoustic sitting over here. And then I got a mandolin I never touched sitting on the wall over there. Can I play other instruments as well? Not very good. No, not very good. My joke always is that like I could fake my way through some bass. That's about it. I only get paid to play guitar. That's what I always say when people ask that. I can mess around with some other stuff. People only pay me for guitar. I don't know any Bob Marley, man. What pick or picks do you use? Okay, good question. Multiple different ones. You know, I kind of rotate in and out. Right now I'm using one of these 0.88 flows. See if we can get it focused in there. Kinda. These Dunlop flows. Here's the other thing too. I'm not using the point of the pick. I use the shoulder. So if this is the pick, I'm using the side. And I use that for all of them. So, you know, there was a time when I was younger, I always used to use these. A little bit heavier, a little bit different material. Another great thing, I mean, and I'll rotate out. And if you're in the studio, it depends on what the part is and stuff. This is a PRS pick, but it's just a Fender medium. This is great too, and this has a great kind of that. A little bit softer attack than the. But this is a little bit better for picking. I'm not a crazy fast picker, but. We're gonna turn it on to something. You know, that kind of. Anyways, definitely don't know some Indian music, and I'm sorry. I'm reading your chat when I'm looking over here, you guys. X beautiful. How many guitars do I have? Okay, thanks. Hey, we got a bunch of viewers, bunch of comments, bunch of likes. I think some people. I think we got some subs from us too. Great to see. Great to see. I appreciate it, you guys. Let's see. Long time no talk. Hey, what's up, Joe? Good to see you. Good to see you. I have play. I don't even know how to say what you said. Yo, I performed a concert last night. Okay. Hey, who is that? Giovanni. Tell me about the concert. Tell all of us about the concert. What'd you play? What was it? What was the set length? Where was it at? What songs did you perform? What instrument did you play? Some Johnny Cash, okay. You know, I've got the whammy bar for this somewhere. I don't use them a ton, and for my other PRSs that have floating trims, I have the trims just locked down because I don't really use it. Also, like I live in Nashville, I don't play on Broadway as much as I used to, but a lot of times you do have to like be able to go into drop D. Turn the noise gate on. So. That noise gate is a little annoying. I don't think I'm actually going to keep it on. I like that drop key stuff, but also all the good. Always, I love that stuff. I love that stuff. Like PRS, but never spent a lot of time playing one. Yeah, I like it. Always had some Johnny Cash. I miss that. Let me see. Hi. Could you do some Smoke on the Water? I don't even know how to play Smoke on the Water, man. Man, I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that, you guys. Okay, let's see. Bovan, I don't know how to say it. Said hello. Brylan Walker, hello. Hard to please. Rank amateur. You're an amateur player? I'll give you some tips. This Polyphia Crush song is all over the fretboard. I bet it is, man. That's the type of stuff that once in a while I listen to. Not really my wheelhouse or what I listen to. Also, it's just so far above my pay grade, man. I don't even spend any time trying to learn it. And all the music that I play, my band plays and stuff. In fact, I'd get fired if I was not fired because I'm in the band, but I'd get to. If I was playing Polyphia stuff, the guys would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" So I stick to my simple, basic stuff. Man, that tone sounds good. You go up to that neck pickup, you go. Alright, let's get some more questions. Hey, thanks, Blue Cheers. I do love this thing, man. These things are great. I've got a normal Strat sitting up on the wall, too. It's a 2003 American Deluxe. And this thing's awesome. I love playing this just as much. It's a lot cheaper. It's a lot newer. Changing the pickups, I really do like that I changed the pickups. I do love the pickups in it. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. What else we got? I'm reading your guys' chat. What else we got? Recently bought a guitar from Chicago Music Exchange, and there is quite a bit of fret buzz and the DGE around the 3rd, 4th, 5th fret. But it still sounds decent on the amp. Bought it online. I don't know if some fret buzz is normal. I mean, a little bit is. It depends, but there's a couple things. First off, that's something that at least, it does suck, but I've never bought a guitar or, a PRS artist. I've never been given guitars that come straight from the factory from PRS, so I don't immediately take and get set up by my tech. I just, now I understand that's an extra cost. Some people don't have a consistent, reliable person to go to. It's a whole nother thing that's an inconvenience. But some stuff at home that you could look at is, the only thing I can think is, are you hitting it too hard? I teach a lot of students, which right now, I'll just do the shout out. If you're interested in lessons, it's timavenmusic@gmail.com. Same as my username. You can reach out, do Zoom lessons. I got a bunch coming up this week, and I got a bunch of open slots too. So if any of you guys are interested in country, blues stuff, breaking out of the pentatonic, more melodic soloing, the cage system, anything else, I'll talk about it. Who shouldn't take lessons from me? If you're really interested in learning metal music or hard rock, it's not my wheelhouse. I don't know how to play it. There's going to be someone better for you. But, some of what could be, it might not be this, but how hard are you hitting the strings? How hard are you pressing down with your left hand? And then how hard are you hitting it? Because if you were beating the heck out of it, it's going to buzz more. Each time you hit this, see, there's like string buzz, all this stuff. I was like, yeah, let's turn the volume up. If I press really hard versus just light, it's a nice clean round note. I'm barely pressing it. If all of a sudden it starts getting low. So, I've taught a lot of students. I've got a couple students, some great players right now. That our big thing is like, man, you don't have to press so hard. You don't have to hit it so hard. You're losing the tone from that. This is going to sound good. Not by going. Right? That's like, you want that capability to be able to lean into those dynamics. But, it's going to. You have big talent for. Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out too, Ulysses. Nice to meet you. It's nice to meet. We got a bunch of new people in here. Honestly, not as almost any of the normal people we see, which is great. Meeting some new people. Sweater weather. It is sweater weather. I'm in Nashville. We're in Nashville. Double stops. I absolutely can, dude. Double stops. Yes, totally. I'm gonna answer a couple more of these questions. Then we're. Next stream, you could get your band on here, and you guys should play. I'd really love to hear you guys together. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we could do some band guys, but to be honest, I don't think the band wants to hop on my stream. But I'll tell you what, we are all over the internet. If you type in LANCL Landco into anything, we will pop up. There's a billion videos of us playing online. We tour all over the place. We got a great tour coming up, starting mid-February. I was out all last year. I mean, it's yeah, you can look us up on Spotify. I mean, we're out there. So if you want to see some clips of us playing, you can also look at my YouTube channel. I got tons of clips of us playing live and stuff, and gig vlogs and what it's like playing those gigs. All kinds of stuff, from going to award shows to playing private parties to playing on the video I'm about to have, playing on a train. That was crazy. But anyways, it was a good place to start and stuff. Okay, Sly, or SLY, Sile. I don't know how to say it, but I've got you. We're gonna talk about it. Oh, he's saying check out my band. Never Unless. We're on YouTube. Okay. Give a Charlam. I don't know how to say your name, but we'll give Never Unless a shout out. Here, we need to check it out. Okay, let me talk about these double stop things real quick. Man, I think a couple ways to start on double stops maybe is if you're taking that A minor pentatonic you already know. That first position of it. Just start looking at those adjacent strings. You know? So that's an easy place to kind of start. You just lyric. Now, this is a version of double stops. It's 6. One of my favorite things, though. Let's take that in a different key. Let's go to E. These are some of my favorites. Now, they're like 6 intervals, but you play the whole major scale this way. I use these things all over the place. So, I'm playing the major third and the 1. My E chord, right? This comes out of a C-shaped E chord. If you're familiar with the cage system, if you're not, you can just look at, we're on what? 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5, and it's the D and B string. And you're just going to go like this. You follow this pattern. Staggered, not staggered. We got 1. Oh, look, I can play the whole scale all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. If we play right, I'm meant to go. So I just start looking at positions you're already in and look at some of these adjacent things, you know? Now, those are those types of double stops. There's all types of it. You might be talking more country stuff where we're thinking, you know, these are great going. Here's a great lick. It's a great little country lick. I'm thinking 1 out of that C shape. We're in A now. Same double stop I just showed you. Flat 7. Come down to 6. And then that kind of A. major and minor pentatonic, right? We're combining them. That gets a little more advanced, and if you're just now asking about double stops, it's probably not what you're thinking about yet, but the mirror just this little pattern. It's a great lick, kind of country-ish, blues, whatever you want. You can phrase that however you want. You got to. I'm not great at this. Some guys are great at going. Would be triple lick, triple lick. So let's start with some of those adjacent string things. No, you can't see my hand. Well, they're technically double stops. Okay, let's see what we got on here, you guys. Yo, nice guitar, man. Oh, yeah, okay. Yo, Tim, finally got my first tube amp. Brenda Princeton for $750. That's a great deal. That's a great deal. I think finally getting what people appreciate about. Dude, that's awesome. Congrats to hear. Great to hear. Congrats. Man, that's exciting. The tube amps are fun. Obviously, I really like them, and that's. I'm a big proponent of it. Dude, I cannot keep this little coffee cup does was not staying charged. It's supposed to keep the coffee warm, but okay, let me keep going through these comments. It says, better get some backup tubes for the Fender and never move it out of the house. Just saying. Well, I don't agree with that. I've literally played hundreds of gigs with both of these Fenders sitting over there. Tons of them. If I got them worked on, yeah, but I'm a working musician. I mean, I'm taking those things everywhere. I've had that Blues Junior fall down 6 concrete steps in a parking garage. Still works. Still works. Yeah. But I've had them worked on. I've had these amps for so long, I'm taking them out. But, if you're not playing gigs out and stuff, then yeah, it's just gonna stay at your house, But if you're playing gigs out and stuff, don't buy stuff and be afraid to use it. That's what all this stuff is for, right? I mean, I make my living doing this, so all of these things are like nothing's just sitting on the wall. Now, this is a cheaper guitar in certain potentially super high risk situations, like flying on certain airlines. I'll take this, but also, you guys, I mean, I travel all the time with this. With both of these guitars. Look at this. I've taken this DGT all over the place. Look, this is a guitar a lot of people, I feel like, would discount and let sit at their house. And I've flown so much with this guitar. This guitar has been in vaults. This guitar has been at a bunch of festivals. I mean, this is my newest guitar. I've only had this guitar for a year. And I worked it out last year, let me tell you. It was great. For you guys that want to know, this is a Hollow Body 2 piezo. And this is cool. If you guys want to know some of how I was using this dual output stuff and whatnot live last year with Lanco, I can go into that, which I have on streams before, but we got a bunch of new people in here. This is a great guitar, but yeah, here's the deal. With that tube amp, if it just sits in your house, you're probably going to be fine going years without needing any type of repairs or something. But if you are playing it out and taking it around, it's part of the nature of the beast. There's an upkeep cost to those things, But, it's just part of the game. For them, I've had both of those amps die on me on stage. But I've also played 200, 300 gigs in between them dying on me on stage. So, when it does die on stage, you remember that. But don't forget, oh yeah, I played 150 gigs with it before I did that. So anyways, there's my little tidbit on that. Don't be afraid to use your stuff, you guys. Now, not everybody goes out and plays out or makes their money doing it, or, you know, there's plenty of people that enjoy playing at their house. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, let's get a little bit of this. Alright, now this guitar is quite a bit louder, so I'm going to turn that volume down a little bit. It's a little bit of that neck pickup. We go to that bridge pickup. There's some straight noodling for you guys. Doing nothing for nobody. Okay, let me answer some more questions. Hey, James, in your opinion, what is the difference between a Fender and the guitar you are playing? I'm just trying to see which guitar I should get for my nephew. Okay, well, here's the only thing. Is it a surprise for your nephew? Because it's a little harder if it's a surprise. Because priced at about the same, they're each going to be probably similar. And if your nephew is under X amount of years playing, 5 years or under playing, they might be happy with either, but the brand might matter more to them just because of the brand. If your nephew is a Fender guy and really likes the Fender and you just give him the PRS thing, even though they're both great guitars, they're both going to sound good. They might be like, oh, I wish you got a Fender. Or if he really likes the John Mayer stuff, knows about the PRS thing, and is like, I really want one of those, you know? So maybe try and do a little bit of research. And it just depends on, you know, I think at that level, depending on how old and how long your nephew's been playing, they're both going to be great guitars. I would try poking around a little bit if it is a surprise, or just flat out ask him. If he's more interested in literally the Fender headstock, you know, if he's been playing more than 5 years, then maybe he is going to start digging into these pickups are more what I want, right? Or I like locking tuners on certain things, or I like this type of neck shape. But man, if you've only been playing for a certain little bit, you know, you might think you know what the difference is in those things, but if you've only been playing for a year, what happens a lot of times, people, okay, I've been playing for a year, I know all the specs of this and that and this, and I read all about it, and oh, I want this because it's this type of thing, but the reality is you just haven't played enough to even really know those small specs, um, outside of just reading them on a sheet of paper, you know? Once you really start playing a lot, you know, it's like, it's great when these PRS, the SE Silver Skies came out. They've got a 7 1/4 radius. Now the SE ones, the radius is slightly different. It's 8 and something. But the standard core ones, 7 1/4. There's tons of online debate about it and stuff, you know. And it's like everyone that's debating that online is not. I mean, you're a player maybe, but not, you know. Anyone that actually plays doesn't think or ask any questions about it. You pick it up, you play it, feels good, or it doesn't. There's no spec sheet that matters. You know, you put it in your hand. Each one of these guitars I've got's got a different radius, different neck feel, vibe. You know? This is a great guitar, man. I love playing this thing. That's clean. Here's a little bit of dirt on it, just a little bit. We got on that bridge pickup. So the Klon style are more ODR one side. Anyways, I like it. Just roll that volume back a little bit. Do you ever run into any famous people? Yeah, honestly, to be completely in the country world, yeah, I've been around, talked to, or hung out with a bunch of people. But it's just the nature of like being in the band Lanco, like going to the ACM awards or the CMA awards. There, if you're on the red carpet, it's just only famous people to varying degrees. You know, to varying degrees, but yeah, all kinds of people, all kinds of people. I'm around with them all the time. You know, there's plenty of people that I've met that would not remember my name. I promise that. And there's plenty of people I've just been around with or in the same circle talking with, but I'm not really, you know. So all kinds of people in the country world. In the country world. Yeah. You play G major. You want a G major scale or a G major chord? It's Polish. W is Sylvester. I don't know. I don't Sylvester. I see it. Sylvester. I see Sylvester. Okay. I get it. I get it. You helped me buy a PRS Silver Sky. Did I really? Did you watch one of the videos? I'm about to do, in not too long, I'm going to do another, like, year 2 update review of it. That video's honestly performed really well, and people keep coming back to it, and they're great guitars. So, also, to be honest, you guys, got the affiliate link, or, program set up with Sweetwater. So, I'm flat out going to do another review, and then also just self-promote and be like, hey, if you are wanting to buy one, here's a link, and I make some money from it. Same price, you know, but okay, let me answer. I'm way behind on the questions, you guys. Let's see. Okay, now I need to go through and let me open this up on YouTube so we can block a couple of these comments. Sorry, you guys. Okay. What's up? Definitely don't know any of this like hard rock stuff you guys are asking for. Sorry. Get any gear for Christmas? No, I didn't get any. I bought some gear YouTube wise. I bought a set of mics, some like to go vlogging mics, and for mics on here and stuff. But um, let's see. Let's see. YZOZ is Rush. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't know any of that, you guys. I'm a terrible request guitar player sometimes. John Mayer is about the only one where I can be like, yeah, I can play a bunch. But then you say that and everyone just goes, neon, neon. Uh, Oh yeah, classic. That's just hating on it, you know. Lots of people don't like them. No personality, but you know, I made a lot of money with this guitar and a bunch of the other PRSs. You know, I've yet to be booed off stage for it. So I find that most of the time, people that have that type of sense aren't playing out very much. But also, they're entitled to their own opinion, you know. Oh, I don't really mind playing Kill Name, brother. I don't know what that is, you guys. Okay, I recommend getting an inexpensive guitar, but getting it set up by a good tech, not just anyone. Okay, um, I do agree with that. I don't know. I think you're replying to someone in here, but totally agree. If you can find a good tech around you, it is awesome to have a good tech. You want a good tech. You know, it's hard to come by. You know, if you're in Nashville, it's you throw a rock and hit one, but everywhere, lots of other places, it's hard to find one. So an inexpensive guitar can feel great. That SE Silver Sky is great, but as soon as I got it, I took it to my tech. You know, let's see. Smells like Teen Spirit. Everybody seems to want this. I'm not sure why. Look, I'm not even going to turn on the drive stuff. Ha! That's all I know. Doesn't it do that for like ever? It's kind of fun. Hard to do, man. That is not my normal wheelhouse of playing stuff. Let's see. What is it trying to do? Let's see. He just stays major, I think, on the whole time. I don't know what he plays there. I only know that beginning of the lick, and then he's doing. How's that? How's that? Isn't that it? Ah, it's put in. What's the lick after that? It's arpeggio. There it is. Right? We could just go, let's see. Anyways, kind of fun, dude. Just playing over the 4 chord, go up to the 5. Back to the 4 chord. Yeah. It's hard, man. I don't play a bunch of stuff like that all the time. It is kind of fun, though. It was kind of fun. Here's me just messing around, not hitting it, you know, not hitting it. Okay, let's see. Oh, hold on just a second, you guys. Let me block this guy. Sorry, you guys. As soon as you spam the chat like that, just instant block. Okay, let me get old boy blocked. Here we go. Boom. Okay. All right. Sorry, you guys. Let me get back in here. Let's see what else. Is that a McCarty? Hey, great question. Close, but no. So they're real similar to McCarty, but slightly different. This is a Hollow Body 2 piezo, so it's got the dual outputs. Which I used live a bunch last year. It was really cool. And if you could tell me if you guys are interested in how I use that live, and I'll walk through it. Otherwise, I won't bore you with it. But so the main difference is the control layout. Obviously, McCarty's like classic Gibson, so it's got the 4 knobs and the switches up here. Otherwise, same pickups. And then the scale length. The 594 is going to be that 594 scale length. This is a standard PRS scale length, so it's just a little bit longer than that. So this is a Hollow Body 2. And it's cool, you know. The acoustic thing, you don't use it a lot plugged in through an amp. It's really good for the dual output, sending the line separately to front of house. But once in a while, it's fun to blend in. You know, if I'm sitting in here and do some of this, like here's just electric clean, you know. Are we adding a little bit of that piezo blended in with the electric? Just piezo. But I say this all the time too, when you're playing through an electric guitar amp or just a sim, whatever you're plugged into, it doesn't matter if it's an amp, a solid state amp, a tube amp, anything. This is only half the instrument when you're playing electric, unless you're playing it unplugged. The other half is whatever you're plugged into. So that piezo is great because it does, see how I was doing a little bit of that percussive thing? See if we... It adds a little bit of that to it, I think. We get both. And if you're some type of player that's maybe doing like a... Said blink twice for a dono. Boom. Okay. Let's see what you guys got in here. Very similar to McCarty, though. Good question. There's just strings slinky on your balls. I got elixirs. Actually, I think right now this is NYXLs on this guitar. But elixirs tend to be what I use. mostly use coated strings, but there's guitars in here I have that aren't. I just like the coated strings. I like the feel of them. I like how long I can keep them on. Hey, did you just say play some Steven Wilson, like Steven Wilson Jr.? Is that who you're talking about? U2. I don't know any U2. Sweet PRS. Hey, thanks, you guys. Queen. I don't know Queen either, you guys. I'm sorry. Um, I don't know what a Jambada session is. Sounds cool, though. SE or core? That are you? What are you asking? Are you asking if this guitar SE or core? This is a core one, but are you asking should you buy an SE or core? Or what are you asking there? Dude, if you're talking about, are you talking about Steven Wilson Jr. or a different Steven Wilson? How hard is it to learn guitar and swap over to other instruments like banjo? Well, piano wise, I think here's the thing: you don't have any calluses, and you're not used to just the locomotion of the right hand, left hand in that way. Just like when I sit down at a piano, I am not great at okay, I've got this going on my left hand. I'm going to play something different on my right hand. But here's what will transfer, especially if you're a piano player. The good benefit is you probably know a decent little bit of music theory, even some basic music theory, and all of that's going to transfer through all of music. So you're going to have to learn the mechanics of like, here's how I get a C chord, here's how I press down on it, here's how I got my fingers not to hurt, which is playing a lot. You build up calluses. Getting used to making this sound good is going to be hard at the beginning. You know what I love about this guitar is just that acoustic quality of it. If I turn that off, but some of your music theory, it'll all come the same, and guitar will be easier in the sense that, look, if I play this G major scale for you, let's go up 2 octaves. What's great is now that you know that shape, you know, based off of this string, you know it in every key. Piano, it changes every time, but the shape stays the same. That's the beauty of guitar. So, G major, A major, B flat major, B major, C major, you know? That's the beauty of guitar versus piano. Now, the downfall of that is you can get stuck as a guitar player and just thinking so much in boxes and shapes and not thinking about the intervals that you're playing outside of just the shapes and stuff. But it's great learning scales and stuff because you only need to learn the shape. Now, obviously, especially as a piano player, you want to understand less so than even just the notes happening, the intervals happening, and what you're playing in context to. But, you know, your hardest part is just going to be you're going to get some calluses, you know. If you're already good at one instrument, it's sometimes hard going to another because you're like, dang, I suck all again. Hey, 199. Life is life in the chat with the first tip of the day. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Boom. Blank twice. And you know what? He provided. He provided. He wasn't lying. So, hey, thanks, you guys. I appreciate that. What do you say? Signal chain isn't an instrument, though? I'm not sure what you're talking about. GE was like a 3? Tell me what you mean. I know somebody stopped playing because people asked to play radio shit. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Is that custom? No, this was not custom. This is a 2019. I got it. I mean, I'm a PRS artist. I paid money for it. But they had it used at the artist showroom, and I got it. So no, signal chain is an instrument, though. I'm not sure what you mean. I'll tell you what, the amp's an instrument, though. Technically, it's all an instrument. This is only, if that's what you're talking about, this is definitely only half of what you're playing through, or half of the instrument, because anything else you plug into is going to sound different. You're going to play different to it. You're going to react different, whether it's direct, anything. It's a big thing. And I think a lot of times, like, newer players aren't maybe thinking as much that way. But you're playing the amp or the sim, whatever it is, just as much as you're playing this. Just as much. GE was like Guthrie. Guthrie? Like Guthrie Traps, is that what you're talking about? I mean, I know Guthrie. So what is the first thing to learn? Guitar. First thing to learn, I'd learn some cowboy chords. That's what they call them. Look up just your open chords. Learn a G chord, and a D chord, and an E chord, and an A minor chord, and an A chord. You know, just look up open guitar chords. You could technically play every song ever, a version of it, with just those chords, you know? So just... You get... Trying to learn chicken pick so hard for you? Well, I'm assuming initially the hard part is just starting off hybrid picking wise. I'll give you some tips if you want it. I mean, you know. Hey, here, watch my right hand in this. Here we go. Dr. Z, man, 18. Dude, that is awesome, Jeffrey. I'm not playing one of the Dr. Z's, but you're obviously into some of that Brad Paisley stuff, which is great, dude. C chord. We got a C here. We got a C like this. We got a C like this. That's a major 7. C like this. This is also a C major 7. C major 7. Here's a E major 7 with the 2 on top, right? C major 7. Oh, I'm sorry, just a C with the 3rd on the bottom. Here's a C major 7 with the 3rd on the bottom. Here's a C-shaped C. Here's a tiny little C up here. Here's a medium C. Here's another C. Here's a C. There's a version of a C. There's a C sus4. Here's a C sus2. C with a 3rd in the bass. Weird C with a 4 in the bass. Or you could look at that as almost like an F major 7 without the 3rd. There's so many different ways you could look at it. But, dude, the Royals in the chat. What's up, man? Great to see you. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Hey, real quick, just while we're hanging out, I'm going to shout out the lessons again, because I've done some lessons with Royals. He's great, man, and I hope you're doing well. But if you're interested in lessons, timavenmusic@gmail.com. I got a bunch of openings coming up. Dude, always great seeing you here, man. I'm sure you're still playing away. Sounding as great as usual, dude. Woman by Wolfmother. I know that song. I don't know it, though. What songs or melodies do you recommend ear training to recognize notes? Adam, the ones you like. That's the ones you like. Something that you think's attainable. You know, and you're probably like, I can't just close my eyes and recognize, oh, that's a C. I don't know that, but relative-wise, once you say, okay, that's our home bass, then you go, okay, it's a major 3rd. There's that 5th. There's a 6th, right? Major 4th. That's perfect 4th, whatever. I'm thinking, there's my 1, there's my 3, there's my 2. So relative-wise, I can do that. I can't just identify that that's a C, you know. If I hear someone go, that's such a guitar thing, I'm thinking they're probably playing in D&D position. It might be a half step down or with a capo on, but so I don't know. So my recommendation is something you like, man. I'm not gonna have any better recommendation than something you dig, you know. Hey, thanks, Gambler. I appreciate you with the nice comment. A good amp is more important because an expensive guitar or cheap guitar can sound good through it, but not a bad amp. I agree. That's a classic, like Josh Smith asking those questions. Would you rather have a crappy guitar and a good amp, or a good amp and a crappy guitar? And his thing was always the lesser guitar, I think, and the better amp. You know. Get this water. Good amp is more royalty. Yeah, what's up, dude? Hey, I'm glad you're liking it, Christina. Hey, can you recommend any good songs to learn for some soul blues? Let's see. Love when you play that stuff. Sounds great. Hey, well, I appreciate it. There's different like vibes of that, you know. I mean, if you're in that John Mayer world, I'm gonna find another you. Yeah, it's really. Now that I'm gonna find another you's great. Even just for that chord progression, look, it's going 1 to 1 dominant 7. That's leading us to the 4 chord. Next is 4 chord. And we're gonna do a classic blues move, right? To get back to the 1 from the 4 chords, we're gonna go sharp 4 diminished. This really is like a jazz blues song. Then we're going 1 6 2 5. So we got 1 down to our minor 6, up to our minor 2, dominant 5. Then we go back to 1. Then you're hitting major 4, minor 4, 1. Lock it up to 5. To 4. 1 6 2 1. Great progression to learn. The soulful blues kind of thing. Like John Mayer or not, just learn that progression. Really good. Identify those chord changes like that, right? We're going 1 to dominant 7 1. And the thing is, in a blues like that, we're starting on the major 1, and then we go. Now that's the 5 of this 4 chord, right? So if I'm thinking D was our home base, which is where we're headed to, this would be the 5 chord. That's why it creates that pull of going. Turn it up. Dominant 7. It's up to that 4 chord, right? This is a great move to learn right here. We got normal D. Then we're going to go up a half step, play a diminished chord, diminished 7. Back to 1. And then we're doing a classic 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. You know? And there's all kinds of worlds for that. You can alter that. So I could go 1, dominant 6, dominant 2, dominant 5, back to 1, right? You could do 1, dominant 6, to a minor 2, to dominant 5, back to 1, right? You could do 1 to a minor 6 to a dominant 2. Sounds a little more Christmassy there, doesn't it? Ever play metal? I don't really play any metal. And I disappoint, I think, a lot of people on live because of that. But, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Plug Tim, great teacher. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Feel free, timavenmusic@gmail.com. If any of you guys are interested, I do Zoom lessons, so literally anywhere in the world, get a full recording of the lesson afterwards. Just email me there if you're looking at it, if you're interested. Man of Shelf, Sean, what's up, Sean? Hey, thanks for subscribing, Aaron Williamson. Play that stuff sounds great. Hey, thanks, man. What's my dream? Well, we're slowly working at it right now. I'm living a version of it. I'm in a good, successful band. Pays my bills. I'm growing this YouTube online thing. I love teaching lessons. We're growing the brand. I'm filming stuff. My own personal brand has been growing. Partnering with more people. I live in a house. I play on the road. I play great shows, to be honest. I travel well. Fed well. Got a great little family. I mean, it's, we're kind of living it, The only thing up is just growing it. This is it. Growing it. A couple little extra houses. Funny how that changes, though, isn't it? You're always trying to grow it. If I could look at where I'm at now from 5 years ago, I'd be like, oh my God, dude, you did it. And in 5 years before that, where I was at 5 years ago, I would have been like, oh my God, dude, you did it. But the Lanco thing obviously was a huge change in the career. Just joining and being a full member of, a big band, a band that sells tickets, play, multi-platinum. I think Greatest Love Story alone's like 5 or 6 times platinum now. Going to the awards shows, I would have never imagined that I'd be sitting at the CMA Awards. And I asked earlier when someone said Steven Wilson Jr., if that's who you were talking about, was sitting right next to me at the CMA Awards, and I didn't know who it was, and I didn't say anything to him. And I'm so disappointed. I still think about that. Anyway, so thanks for asking the life question. The dream now is just to keep growing everything. Lanco continues to grow. This year is better than last. This upcoming year is very much projected, looking like we're going to be off to a killer start. It's going to be better than this last year. YouTube is continuing to grow, and I've got a lot of content for you guys coming up. We're up in the quality of the content. I'm teaching more lessons. I'm still working with this idea. It's an idea phase of putting out a little course. A bunch of great stuff on the way, man. Now believe the instrument plays you really be playing for 10 years. Every proud do that. I don't know how to read your comment, but I've had Just Beat It riff from Michael Jackson. Heck yeah. And your heart is inspirational. I love acoustic. Huh, thanks. Dude, what's up? What is it, Pakistan? Interesting. I don't know what you're talking about. Jax, are you quoting Hawthorne Heights? I don't know. Uh-oh. I just moved the comments. Okay, sorry you guys. I'm reading your comments. I am here. I'm reading your comments. I'm going to do another like 10, 15 minutes on here. Then I'm going to hop off. Okay, Hawthorne Heights. I don't even know, but y'all are in here. Acted me like a, ha. Thanks. Well done. And thank you so much for controlling your tone and not just cranking everything to 11. That's where tone comes. Hey, that's super true, you guys. And for any of you guys that are newer to playing or anything, don't be afraid to work in that volume knob, working your tone knob. Don't be afraid of the buttons on the guitar. These do stuff, And I only say that because for a long time, I neglected that stuff too. But you don't have to. But you know what the biggest thing is that a lot of people aren't controlling? And I just put out a short about this. It's the right hand, man. It's all the right hand. You don't have to sit down. You don't have to hit it so hard. You can. Then when you want to dig in, you go. hard to do in the sense, or it's hard to explain in the sense that like I can't put you in like my hands and feel the, but really not hitting it that hard. Really not hitting it that hard. Hey, thanks you guys. Just what I was looking for. Hey, awesome. Yeah, learn that progression, man. I'll tell you what, I have an old, it's old. It's an old video. It's not the best quality, but I do have a video deep in my page, explaining that progression and going over it. Alt rock, Midwest emo, heck yeah. Jazz, math rock, technical, death metal. Heck yeah. All kinds of stuff. Awards games, 40K, 26, 27. I don't know what you mean there. I don't know Bad Moon Rising. How long have I been playing? I'm at 17 years now. We up it every Christmas. I started playing right before Christmas when I was 15, so I'm at 17 years now. You look like a rock star? Ha! Thanks. I don't know one step closer, but heck yeah, I grew up listening to Linkin Park. I don't know any of their stuff, though. Would you tour with other bands if it didn't clash? Yes, if it didn't clash with the schedule, which is honestly super unlikely, I would. The more likely thing is that we'd have some time off and I like fill in for something, you know? But it'd have to take like a massive thing to. I mean, it's not really just like leaving Landco at all, you know? Because nobody else can offer being in the band. Being on, look up the band on Spotify. It's me in the picture with the band. But I mean, the album cover is me on the picture. Well, actually, this is the back of the album. But regardless, you know what I mean? Um, you know, if we go to those CMA awards, none of my friends or peers that are side musicians are walking the red carpet. None of them do. None of them have, unless they're an artist. But if you're a side musician, you don't go and do that. You might be at the awards because you're playing. Otherwise, you're not even at the awards, let alone going and doing all that stuff. But Lanco, the whole group's the artist, and no one else in country music can really offer that. I've got one friend, Sevens, who is the keyboard player from Red Clay Strays. And man, I met Sevens when neither of us had like any gigs. I was playing on Broadway. He had just left his old band, and he was like, dude, this is like maybe 5 years ago. And he was like, or 4 years ago, 4 years ago. And he was like, dude, like, should I get in the Broadway? What type of stuff do I have to learn or whatnot? And when he started coming up through the ranks, he got a gig and he was playing with El King for a little while. I think he was playing with someone before that. And then Red Clay brought him on, and he's in the band like I am, which is super rare. In country, this does not happen. Everybody that you see with any country artist you like, unless it's a band like Red Clay, or there's multiple examples, is all side players, So to have a friend that we both knew each other when we had no gigs, and we both ended up actually in bands, writing on the records, recording on the records, they just won New Group of the Year. Sevens at the awards, that's freaking cool. That's freaking cool. But that's what just like, I could go play for Luke Bryan. Maybe I'm playing at the awards. But outside of that, you don't go on the red carpet with Luke Bryan. You don't go to the interviews with Luke Bryan, So that's the big benefit of being in the band. And what's cool about it, you get more choice in the creative process. It's my guitar on this new album. It's me playing, Everyone else, it's seldom the same studio musicians and their live crew. They're mostly segregated. So, anyways, good question. I've filled in before for smaller stuff like around town, but I haven't, since Benny and Lanco, filled in for like any huge band stuff. But Lanco's schedule stays pretty busy. And, lots of times if people need a fill in or if they're looking for a new guy, it's hard to call me because I'm not. I can fill in, but I'm not going to be your guy going forward, I mean, it'd have to be like a huge, I don't even know. I have to be like John Mayer calling to even consider being like, okay, should I go do this gig like for a year or something? Which I love John Mayer, and that would be awesome. I don't think it's going to happen. So, anyways, good question. What guitar do I have in here, Lucas? This is a Hollow Body 2. This is a PRS Hollow Body 2, the piezo one. Gotta love those handwritten little serial numbers. I love that stuff. I think that's just awesome touch. But anyways, great guitar, man. I know I've been sitting in here talking instead of playing. Got a couple more minutes on here with you guys. Some blues jazz fusion. LOL. Music elitist. It became the new Freebird request. Some Stevie Ray. Okay, I'll play a little bit of stuff. That Slight Gain Control is deep lore knowledge. Super true, man, though, isn't it? Super true. This whole time, I mean, you guys are listening to me somewhere between 7 and 10. It just depends on what we're playing. I like the Stevie Ray Vaughan stuff I like is like this thing where I'm going. Let's do that neck pickup for this, actually. I missed one there. That was 17-year long. Heck yeah, man. Well, that's why you know about that stuff. That's why you know about that stuff. Good to see you. Sorry, and I haven't been spooky. Spooky fingers. Lucas, what's up? I'm from Liverpool. Hello. That's an Ibanez. No, this one's a PRS. PRS. Easy way to spot that in here is the birds. But it is kind of Ibanez-ish color. It does look like I'd play more metal music with this guitar, doesn't it? But most of the time, I mean, this is my favorite PRS color. Not just guitar, but this is a DGT, which is an awesome guitar. It's a hollow body. This is like they call it McCarty Burst. Got like a red back. I love this guitar, but I love them all, man. They all do different stuff. They all sound great. I use them all. I bring them all out on the road. Not all at the same time. Although the beginning of this year, for this whole tour, we'll be in a bus with a trailer, so I'll probably have most of the guitars out. There's maybe 2 in here I won't have out with me, but I'll have some in the vault and stuff, so I can bring more guitars. More than when you're flying. When you're in a bus, it's great, just because there's more room. Saying dominantly, I'm currently now that speed metal Dragon Force train right now. Hey, heck yeah, good for you, dude. Fingers are faster than mine. I've been playing just under 20 years. I still struggle a bit with hand synchronization, especially when playing live, so rely on heavy legato. Hey, you know what, Raven? It's interesting. I feel somewhat the same, honestly. I don't have crazy fast right hand picking. I do a lot of hammer-ons, pull-offs, legato stuff that... You know, I don't have the crazy... So I think it's slowing it down some. I've been trying to get better at it. I mean, even just licks that, like, if I played something like this. Let's see. Let's do it. You know, a lick like it's quicker like that, where maybe I'd hammer on and plop it. I can't hard straight pick that very well. You know? All that speed is coming from hybrid picking and hammer on and pull off. So honestly, I don't know. I think it's maybe slowing it down is what I've been trying to do. But even stuff like that's just slowing it down. So even there, I tripped up a little bit. Let's see, wait. Alright, I went up to the wrong key. Alright, some sloppy playing for you guys. Oh yeah, this is a PRS guitar. I don't know any satanic music. It's been my experience that actually putting a band together is near impossible. It's always hired guns. Yeah, I agree. And a lot of times that's what happens. I'm the only non-founding member in Lanco, and I've been in it 3 years now. And at first I was kind of a side player, but they were like, we're looking for the band member. So that was known off the bat. It's just, this is going to be a right fit, and eventually it was after about a year, and then they were like, all right, you're in it if you want to be in it. But probably would have dissolved if people would have been side players. They just hit hard out the gate. The first album before it came out went platinum because of the song "Greatest Love Story." The guys hit hard like immediately. First band to do that since Alabama. So hitting hard off the bat is then what keeps it. It instantly turns it into a brand and an IP and like a train that can keep moving forward. But you're right. Yeah. Although this isn't semi-hollow, this one's a full hollow body. It's a full hollow body guitar, which is cool. I've got a semi-hollow CE sitting over there. Oh, he's so good. Hey. Sent high five. Hey, thanks for the jewels, Mr. Binder Block. Hey, thanks, man. Guitar is awesome. And your amp sounds great too. Hey, thanks. Tiffany Niece? Niece? I don't know how to say it. I play acoustic and I like Gibson. I'm not a professional like you and have a dozen guitars between. Hey, that's great, man. Definitely don't need to be a professional guitar player. In fact, I would encourage you not to be. It's all about enjoying it. And fair enough. I do primarily prog 80s shredders. Don't really do the same kind of genre styles. Yeah, I do too, man. I feel the same. I feel the same. Yeah, for the stuff you like, you really do need it. The stuff I do, as you were just hearing, I don't have to. Yep, exactly. Most of my speed, it's not faux speed, but it's all that hybrid picking, hammer-ons, and pull-offs and stuff. It's not a lot of, Joe Bonamassa is in like Eric Johnson, all those guys. They're picking like every single note. My right hand is just, I didn't develop that young enough, and I've been working on it. I've been working on it a lot, and I'm still not killer. It is a Paul Reed Smith. Yes, it's a PRS. Sorry, you guys. I don't have the headstock in here. All right, you guys. I'm gonna answer just a couple more of these. I'm gonna hop off. What model PRS is this? Is a PRS Hollow Body. It's a Hollow Body 2, technically. It's the piezo one. So it's got both outputs, which I've used live a lot, sending both outputs. One goes to front of house as the acoustic piezo line, and then one goes to my electric rig, which is really cool. But it is a niche need and thing. No doubt. Respect, definitely. Hey, thanks, you guys. Dude, being in the band I'm telling you, man, I'm around a lot of friends, and the side player thing is tough. And I would have been doing the same exact thing. Same exact thing. So, yeah, I'm very thankful to be in the band, man. None of my friends are writing and help record their artist record. Not none of them, but a lot of them aren't. There's people that are, no doubt. But just and playing live and doing. I have friends that are just writers. But anyways, write your own music. Yeah, I do a little bit. Nothing crazy. I'm not much of a singer. If I practiced more, I bet I could be just barely decent. But I love blues, man. Blues, country, funk, a little bit of rock. Love that stuff. Slowly increase your metronome. Yeah, that is the technical way to try and do it. I should be sitting down doing that. Love the PRS. Got a few Gibsons, but love a private stock, dude. Heck yeah, man. I wish this isn't a private stock, but what the PRS is gorgeous. Hey, thanks everybody. I'm glad everyone likes this guitar. This is great. You know what the best part is? This guitar is so light. So light. Skill saws a dangerous. I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. But I believe you can keep doing it, man. How do I hold my pick? So it is actually a valid question. I don't use the point down here. I'm using the shoulder. I use the shoulder. And it doesn't matter if it's a pick like that. Here's like a classic, what would be like it says PRS, but this is like a Fender medium style pick. I'm always using the shoulder, not the point. I use the shoulder on all of them. Here's another style kind of pick. Doesn't have, this has a little bit of a point on the end, on the sides, just a little, but now I'm just holding it like this. When I'm hybrid picking, it's doing this. And that's it. I don't know any of the doors. Ha! Thanks, Tiffany. Does the headstock dive? No, that's what's great about these things, dude. Especially about like what's it called? Like an SG. Like if I sit in and get it here, especially not bad. If I get it just a little bit, it can. But it's so much more balanced than like when you put on an SG or something, especially when you're got the strap on. It's just here. No, it sits pretty well. It sits pretty well. That's me not touching it at all. So it goes just slightly, but not like a lot of them will pull you right down right there. When you're saying dive, that's what I'm thinking of. Which here, it is pretty balanced. More than you'd think. Really comfortable. I honestly love this thing, man. Yeah, this is somewhat like a Jazz 3. They're a little different. But all right, you guys, we have been on here for an hour and 47 minutes. I have got to hop off. This has been a great stream and great hanging out with you guys. Hey, I'm going to play it one more time. If you're interested in lessons, it's timavenmusic@gmail.com. I do Zoom lessons. You get a full recording of the lesson. Afterwards, I love teaching them. I got spots open. We got a bunch of new students coming in next week, which I'm really excited about. So, If you guys are interested, timavenmusic@gmail.com. Same as my username. Just add Gmail to it. All right, you guys. I know there's 75 people in here. It makes it hard to get off, but I am going to hop off. So, be on the lookout. New video coming out soon. Until next time, peace.